Hi everybody, here's your free final round video guide, free to play balls for the expert division in the Wells Fargo Championship. Please give me a thumb up and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. It is totally free. As always, take a token or two, put some tweaks in, especially with these strong wind conditions. The more tweaks you can put in, the better, as there is a lot of details and a lot of secondary wind effect to deal with. Any terminology that isn't familiar to you, head over to our Academy tutorial playlist. Check out the What Do They Mean video. If not, leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer your queries. Plenty of drops here and some tweaks and suggestions of anything that you might want to put in and be wary of as we go. All the best everybody, good luck. Here we go with hole number one. I'm going to start with a hole in one, slightly trickier to set up and drop than it was in the qualifying round though. We're going to add spin first, 0.2 top spin, 3 bars left spin. Then I'm looking at the inner ring, or the green ring, whichever you want to call it, touching the rough line, and it's just at the point where the ball guide stops being clipped away by the tree. You'll see there is a small gap between the blue ring and the bunker, so make sure you've got those references all locked in once you have added spin, of course. Don't worry about the colliding ball guide. It is not going to interfere with your shot because we're going to use some left curl. We're going mid plus 0, power 3 numbers, pull twice over the bullseye using sniper 10 numbers. Then we're going with around half a ball of curl. I'm looking at the right edge of the kingmaker being aligned with the left edge of the tee. Obviously, if you've got a more funky looking tee on, that might mess up that position. So choose your tee wisely, and we're dropping it for the hole in one. Set up with the quarterback here, and I'm looking at the ball guide before spin at being the tip of the ball guide is going to be at the edge of the point of that tree shadow, and you'll see the yellow ring. There's a slight overlap with one of those shadows. It's a hard position to find, so make sure you look at the tip of the ball guide against the tree shadow. Then we switch to apoc and thorn bag, and we're adding 5.8 top spin and 3 left spin. Maximum distance 0 elevation. Time to adjust our rings. No push-up needed or anything here because we're all starting with the quarterback. Full overpower, it is a slower needle, and 1 ball of curl to the left. So edge of the kingmaker touching the outside wall of the adjustment ring on the left-hand side. Hit perfect here, bad, great, right will roll into the rough, so try and get a perfect ball away. And we want to get a consistent drive here in the region of 370 yards. Second shot, we're going to play landing position plus yards. This is a no spin shot, so no need to worry about spins. Just find the position. We want the red ring touching the rough, and you'll see here the ball guide is just pointing to the left edge of the cup. And then we're going to adjust 0 elevation, power 2 settings for a plus 3. There shown plus 3 yards, you're going to go 92% slider. And plus 2 would be 90, plus 4 would be 94, and so on. You're always going to adjust over the bullseye with these strong winds, so no need to worry about that. 7 rings for me, and then time to take our shot. Centre the ball nicely and hit perfect, and the idea here is you want to clip the rough very nicely, rolling onto the green, and we're dropping that one right at the pin. Time to send it again with a cheap ball. I'm going with a Titan and the extra mile 9, but if you've got apoc 7 and above, I would go with that instead for better accuracy. Max top spin, so that's kind of 7.6 bars. Half a bar of left spin. With the extra mile, you've got the yellow ring touching the edge of the bunker at P3 max rest. Apoc will have different ring references. You will be at the top of plus 13. Adjust max plus 10. And then we're going to do a small push-up here. Apoc is going to adjust up to the top of plus 2, pushing up to the top of plus 2. Extra mile 9, going up to the top of plus 5. Make sure you don't get that glitch. You should be okay with that start point, but if not, you can always turn around and push rather than pull your rings. Full overpower, no curl, just try and get a perfect ball away. Should be single great safe with the extra mile level 9 with that start point, but of course try and hit perfect, and you want a drive distance of around 450 yards plus. Second shot, 2 small tweaks here to the video. I would go with 4.5 top spin rather than 5, but keep the 2 left spin. Stretch out, have the second bounce a quarter of the way into the rough. Here I'm aiming at the pin. I'm going to miss this one a little bit to the right, but to be honest, I'm not really playing for the albatross. If you want to play for the albatross a bit more, like I said, 4.5 topspin, and rather than max plus 10, as I go within the video, I will go max plus 15. Full overpower, it is going to be a slow needle. Single grates either side have been safe in testing, untested with double grates, but I should still think you're going to be okay. You might need to vary the topspin depending on your drive, but you want to hop over the rough and just roll out nicely on the green. Like I said, a little bit less topspin, you will have a shorter putt for the eagle. No move target drive here, so load it with the APOC and the Kingmaker, and then add spin. 5.8 topspin and 3 bars side spin to the right. And then we just adjust our rings from the no move target position. Max distance 5%. Elevation here, max plus 5. You're going to want the sniper in the bag for your next shot. Full overpower, slow needle. And we're going with 2 ball curl to the right. Look at the edge of the tee, or rather the centre of the tee. Drawing down a line would coincide with the inside tip of the triangle. So there's your visual reference there. Perfect ball away, finding the centre of the fairway, rolling down here, and we're going to be in the region of 330 yards. Now we're going to use your turn plus yards. You see, when the shot loads, you've got plus yardage displayed, and that is the reference we're going to use. So plus 2 for me with a sniper 10 will be plus 4 with sniper level 9. We're going with 3 left spin only, and we're going to go here with the ball guide, missing to the right of the pin. I adjust this one, so don't take any notes just yet. I do move this one a little bit to the right. 3 left spin only. We're going to play 5% elevation. There's my final position. Just pause the video, take a screenshot and make some notes there, or a mental note of where that ball guide is, because that's the offset I want with our spin added, which is of course 3 left spin. Plus 2 with sniper 10, going to go 66% slider, 5% elevation, pull this one twice over the bullseye, use sniper 10 numbers. Very tough shot to drop this one, a very difficult par 4 in any wind condition, especially this one. So if this goes in, you've got a nice bonus eagle, but if not, you should have a very, very straightforward putt with this low risk drive and low risk approach shot here on this par 4. Here we're going to play from the P3 min line. Red ring touching the bunker on the left, so make sure you've got the grizzly packed as your long iron. We are going to go with 3.2 topspin, and then I add left spin as needed to get the ball guide through the hole. It's going to be around 2.4, 2.5 bars of left spin, but that's the reference I'm looking at there once we've found our position. Red ring touching the bunker, of course. We're adjusting minimum distance, 10% elevation, power 3 numbers. Now, this is a little bit tricky because you've got to adjust down and out of the bunker. So I pull 6 point whatever it was rings first, and then I pull the remaining rings. It still equates to 2 pulls over the bullseye, but try and pull this one as straight as you can. It's always difficult when you're adjusting up or down slopes in and out of bunkers. So try and be as accurate as you can here. You might need a wind angle tweak of 2, of course, especially in these higher winds, but a perfect ball. Catching the rough nicely here. Just needs a small tweak to the aim though, missing on the left side. Could go with a couple of clicks of right curl if you don't want to alter the spins or the aim. We are setting up at the top of plus 10 with APOC 5 and above, with APOC 5 and 6 clear ring touching the rough, and then we add spin, 4.5 top spin, 3 left spin. APOC 4 will be at P3 max rest, and will have 40% of the clear ring overlapping the rough. Max plus 10, power 3, you can see I pull some rings first and then have to push the rest, otherwise the trees are going to be in the way. If you don't want to do a pull and then a push, if you're worried about the shot clock, then of course push all of your rings to adjust to be safer. Max plus 10, power 3, 1 ball of curl to the left, find the point just before the circle drops as our overpower reference, and then hit perfect. Perfect ball away, bouncing on the fairway, going to hop along the nice wide fairway on this dogleg shaped par 5. Drive distance going to be around 355 yards. Second shot, just need to tweak the aim here. I like the spin and the adjustment. I'm going with 1.6 top spin and 3 bars side spin to the right. Blue ring touching the rough. Just tweaking the spin a little, make sure I've got the correct amount of top spin. But here we need to adjust the aim. This is going to miss on the left-hand side, so I would aim a little bit more to the right edge of the cup on this one as a suggested tweak. +8 landing position with sniper 10 would be +10 with sniper level 9, and that's going to be 90% slider, -5 elevation. Use sniper 10 numbers and pulling twice over the bullseye. So always try and do that accurately. It is tough in these higher wind conditions with more rings to adjust. Try and be as accurate as you can. Like I said, a small tweak needed to the aim here, but should give you a very good chance for an albatross on this par 5. Bouncing comfortably on the fairway, hopping over the rough and the bunker. Just missing this one though on the left hand side. We are going to send this one with a berserker. Blue ring touching the rough on the right at the top of +25 with APOC 5 and above. Then we're going 5.8 top spin, 2 left spin. APOC 4, you're going to have 30% of the blue ring overlapping the rough. You will be at P5 max rest. Adjustment, max +10 power 5 settings. If you don't want to go aggressive, you can of course tap a Kingmaker down there, or a Katana or a Titan, and approach from a little bit further away. But I think this is a really good chance for an eagle with the short iron here in this wind angle. So max +10 P5, then I'm pushing up with APOC 5 and above. We're going to the top of +10 yards. That will be to the top of +16 with APOC 4. Full overpower, slow needle, 2 1/4 ball curl to the left, and then try and hit perfect. Might need a wind angle tweak or two, but if you want to practice it and put some in, of course, then do so. But if not, just go for it. Very good chance. Perfect ball away, drive distance 460 yards. Second shot, we're playing no spin. Really simple here, so just get the landing position locked in. We are aiming just, if you were to trace that ball guide to the pin, just going to miss the pin on the right hand side, but only just. So pause the video, get a reference, no spin shot. We're playing landing position plus yards, 10% elevation, power 5 numbers. +3, we're going to go 84% slider. 2 pulls over the bullseye. +2, you will go 82. +4, you will go 86. So make sure you got your power 5 numbers in the app. 2 pulls over the bullseye. The best thing, of course, though, the most important thing is getting the aim right. Perfect ball away, very good chance for a drop here. And we know we're going to get this one in, or indeed close with that camera angle. And indeed, we hit the pin and it falls. On this par 3, we're going to go with 8 backspin with the Saturn. Make sure you get your full 8 bars of backspin, go past it, and then go back. Then we are at the top of +4 yards. Here I am aiming with the ball guide. You can see a couple of green squares left of the pin and a little bit low as shown. I would like you to tweak the aim though here. I would suggest you aim another half a green square to the left. Max +50, power 3 settings. Nice to keep the wind low if you can, because then you can do this all with 1 pull over the bullseye to increase your accuracy. So if you've got a wind 4 ball available, this might help. However, this is a tough par 3 and you might not want to waste a wind 4 ball, and there's nothing wrong with that. Max +50, power 3, like I say, little bit more tweaking needed on the aim, but a very good chance at the hole-in-one. If you want to support the channel and the free content here, the best way you can do that is to head over to patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. No monthly commitment, and there's several levels there. You can choose whichever support suits you the best. All of them get all of the perks, so you get wind charts, elevation guides, shootout elevation sheets as well, all in printable format, as well as early access to tutorials and other exclusive content here on the channel. So If you do want to support us, it's greatly appreciated. Head over to our Patreon page. Small tweak needed on the approach here for the Albatross, but first the drive. No move target with a power 3 ball, and I'm going with 5.5 topspin and 2 right spin. The reason I use 2 right spin is because you could use a luminary after you've found your NMT position with a Kingmaker. You can switch if you want. Max plus 10, power 3. I would advise you go with a click less topspin, kind of 5.3, 5.4, because here I'm almost out of plus yards for my check. No push-up unless you've got APOC 4, in which case you push up 1.7 rings. You could see there we're using 1 3/4 ball curl to the right, max overpower with a slow needle, and you want to be around 415 yards. I wouldn't want to go much past that though, so reduce the top spin if you're worried. Rough check here, bullseye over the rough line in line with the pin. And we're going to add backspin, 3.2 backspin. And then here I've got the top of the yellow ring touching the rough, and the ball guide is, you can see, going to the right half of the cup. I would like you to tweak the aim here though, because this one misses to the left. So I would either aim a little bit further to the right, or you could go with a few clicks of right spin. For plus 3 rough check, I tried this one, 72% slider, 5% elevation. The reason I'm using the Cataclysm, I don't want to be pushing up after I adjust if I stick with a Kingmaker with a sniper, and also it means you only need to make 1 pull over the bullseye. Higher winds you might adjust off the platform, so be advised, might need a click of overpower if you drop down into the water. That's something you'd have to tweak along with the aim or the spin here, but it's a starting point. Take a token or two if you want to dial it in. Good chance for the Albatross in a very generous wind angle on this par 5. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.